Hello, it's Sarah from Allcraft TV, and I am really excited to share with you this easy off-the-shoulder top. It is really comfortable to wear and is a great t-shirt for summer. The off-the-shoulder top is made by sewing two rectangles together with the same pattern, and you can adjust the size to fit yourself. The stitches you need to know to make this top are chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. And with that, let's start crocheting. For this tutorial, I used 8 balls of 50-gram cotton yarn from my local craft store, a 4mm crochet hook, scissors, and a yarn needle. To begin, we need to make a slip knot, and we need to chain in multiples of 4 plus 1. So I chained 173, and this will be the length of the top that goes from the middle of one shoulder to your other shoulder. But you can adjust this to fit you by measuring the shoulder length, then adding a few more chains to make it an off-the-shoulder top. I will just be doing a swatch to show you the pattern, so remember to chain the amount that you need. Now we need to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and now single crochet in every chain until you get to the end of the chain. This is my last few single crochets. And now we need to chain 1 and turn our work. Into this first stitch here, do 1 half double crochet. Into the next stitch, or 2 loops, do 1 half double crochet. Now we just need to repeat this along the row by half double crocheting 1 in each stitch until you get to the end. We are at the end of the row, so it's time to chain 1 and turn our work. Into the first stitch, half double crochet 1, and just go ahead and half double crochet 1 into every stitch until you get down to the end of the row. So that was the end of row 3, and it is finished making the bottom of your t-shirt. Now it's time to start the pattern in the middle. So we need to chain 3 and turn our work. Double crochet 1 into the first stitch here. Double crochet 1 into this next stitch. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and into the third stitch, double crochet 1. Into the fourth stitch, double crochet 1 again. So we have 2 double crochets next to each other. Now chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and double crochet 1 into each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 2 again, skip 2 stitches, and into the third stitch, double crochet 1. Into the fourth stitch, double crochet 1. This is the pattern you will be repeating along your row, but as I said, I am just doing a sample to show you the pattern. At the end of the row, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and there should be 3 stitches left. So we are going to double crochet 1 into each stitch. For the second row, we need to chain 4 and turn our work. Into this first chain 2 space, double crochet 2 into that space. Chain 2 and double crochet 2 into the next chain 2 space. For row 2, you will need to repeat this pattern of chaining 2, then double crocheting 2 in the chain 2 space until you get to the end of the row. Chain 2 and double crochet 1 into the very last stitch for row 2. And that has finished row 2. This pattern works in alternating rows of row 1 and 2, so for your third row, chain 3 and turn your work. Into this very first chain 2 space, double crochet 2. Now we need to chain 2 and double crochet 2 into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2 again, double crochet 2 into the next chain 2 space, and just keep repeating this pattern until you have reached the end of your row. Into the last chain 2 space for your row, double crochet 3. So row 1 has 3 double crochets on either side, then 2 double crochet with chain 2 for the inside for the pattern, and row 2 has a chain 4 or a chain 2 and double crochet on either side with the chain 2 double crochet 2 pattern on the inside. I will show you the pattern for the second row again, but it is the 4th row this time. So chain 4 and turn your work. Into this chain 2 gap, double crochet 2. Now chain 2 and double crochet 2 into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2, double crochet 2 into the following chain 2 space, and repeat this pattern until you get to the end of your row. Chain 2, there are 3 stitches left and we need to double crochet 1 into the very last stitch to finish this row. All you need to do now is just keep alternating between rows 1 and 2 until you get to your desired height of the t-shirt. This is one side of the t-shirt. There is 1 row of single crochet, 2 rows of half double crochet, which make the bottom of the t-shirt. I did a total of 26 rows of the alternating pattern. And now I'm going to show you how to do the top of the t-shirt and the single crochet border to be able to join the 2 panels together. To begin the top of the shirt, once you have it to your desired height, chain 1 and turn your work. Half double crochet 3 into the chain 2 space. Into the next 2 stitches from the previous row double crochet, half double crochet 1 in each stitch. Now in the chain 2 space, half double crochet 2. Into the next 2 stitches, half double crochet 1 in each stitch. In this chain 2 space, half double crochet 2, and just repeat this pattern until you finish the row. In this last chain space, half double crochet 3 to finish the row. So you should have 1 row of half double crochet with the same amount of half double crochets from the beginning row. Now chain 1 and turn your work. Into every stitch along this row, half double crochet 1 in each stitch. Now you should have 2 rows of half double crochets. To do the single crochet border, we need to start from the bottom corner and attach your yarn. Now chain 1. We need to single crochet up along the height of the t-shirt, then along the top part and back down the side. I like to single crochet 1 in the single crochet and half double crochet stitches, and single crochet 2 into the double crochet stitches to make sure that the t-shirt doesn't bunch up. But if you have a preferred technique, you are welcome to do that. Just make sure you do the same amount of single crochets for both sides of the panel, and for both panels to be able to join them evenly together. So again, I'm doing 1 single crochet in the single crochet and half double crochet stitch, and 2 single crochet in the double crochet stitch. In this first corner, single crochet 2. Now single crochet 1 in each of the stitches along the top of the shirt. Single crochet 2 again into the next corner. Then do the same amount of single crochets that you did on the first side on the second side. This is the finished look of the swatch. You've got the first row of single crochet, then 2 rows of half double crochet, and then the center of the shirt with the pattern, then 2 rows of half double crochet, and 1 single crochet border to join the rectangles together. This is the bigger version of the shirt. I have put the 2 wrong sides together, making sure that the pattern is going the same way. So remember, you work from bottom to top. For the height of the shirt, we need to sew 2/3 of the way up to make an armhole on each side. And for the sleeves, sew either side of the top part until you are happy where it sits on your shoulders, leaving enough space for your head, of course. I'll be using the whip stitch to sew the t-shirt panels together. You will need to start at the bottom corner and sew up the height of the shirt, making sure you leave a big enough space for your arms. So I will be attaching my yarn in the first bottom corner, then whip stitching until I get to about 2/3 up the side. If you don't know how to whip stitch, there are tutorials available for you, or you can pick another method of joining the 2 rectangles together. Just make sure you line up the stitches so that you don't miss any. This is as far as I'm going to sew up to, and you can see I have left a space open to put my arms through. You will need to repeat the exact same number of stitches sewn together on the other side of the rectangle. So now I have 1 space on either side to put my arms through. This part here is the top part of the t-shirt, even though I have it upside down at the moment. And we need to sew along this side here to make a sleeve. And then do the same number of stitches that you did on the other side to make the other sleeve, leaving a few stitches not sewn together for your head and for it to be an off-the-shoulder top. If you like, it is best to count your stitches and place a stitch marker before sewing the sides together. So for the first sleeve, start at the end and whip stitch inwards up to your stitch marker. Now we have done that sleeve, you can see that there is actually an armhole. And now you will need to repeat that on the other side. So as you can see, I have finished both sleeves. There is a large opening at the bottom. Then 2 sleeves with armholes. And a gap at the top so that it becomes an off-the-shoulder top. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please comment below. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, to make sure you don't miss out on any tutorials. Until next time, happy crocheting!